JDev is back at it here to give everyone another Game of Thrones Season 4 episode review video. Before I get to that, though, pretty important. If you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Game of Thrones, or you're just not entirely sure, then you need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which, of course, I'll say as well as put it in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further, just to stay away from any potential spoilers. This is going to be Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode number 5. Title of this episode is called First of His Name. This will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Tommen is crowned as king, the first of his name, and Cersei decides that he will soon marry Margaery. Tywin tells Cersei the gold mines of Westerlands ran dry years ago and that they are deeply indebted to the Iron Bank, but the union of houses of Lannister and Tyrell will help rectify that problem. Cersei has a conversation with Oberyn and asks him to send a ship back to Sunspear as a gift for Myrcella, her daughter that Tyrion had gotten to go to Dorne. And she asks Oberyn about Myrcella, like, how's she doing? And he's like, oh, she's doing just great. We treat women with respect in Dorne, which is always a good thing, I guess. Baelish and Sansa arrive in the Vale at the Bloody Gate. Baelish tells the guards that Sansa is his niece Elaine. Lysa Arryn reveals that she poisoned her husband at Baelish's suggestion before the two are hurriedly married, which was very quick. And then they get it on at night, and Lysa Arryn screaming and moaning keeps Sansa awake. And Lysa Arryn also suspects that Baelish was intimate with Sansa, and Sansa keeps telling her, I'm a virgin, I'm a virgin, I'm a virgin, until she finally believes her. And says that when Tyrion dies, which hopefully will be soon, because she thinks Tyrion's going to die because of the murdering of Joffrey, that she will marry her son, Robin Arryn. Ooh, I wouldn't want to marry him. He's like the biggest whiny little bitch in the whole place, but I mean, he's young still. Daario Naharis tells Daenerys that his forces have confiscated the 93 ship Marinus Navy, and Jorah tells her that Joffrey perished and that both Astapor and Yunkai have reverted back to slavery. And Daenerys tells him that instead of sailing west, she intends to stay and rule her new people herself. You have Brienne and Podrick. They're riding north, and Brienne is really surprised by Podrick's lack of outdoor skills. Nothing really to go into detail about there. Arya tells the Hound that Syrio Farrell, her sword/dance instructor, was killed by Meryn Trent, which the Hound laughs like, yeah, right. Him and 3 or 4 other people wouldn't be able to kill anybody. And we didn't see his body. That really bothers me because I really like Syrio Farrell as a character, but we never actually saw him die. We're led to believe that's him, but I don't know. I always thought Syrio Farrell was Jaqen H'ghar, but that's another topic for another video. And the main focal point of the episode is Jon's group attacks Craster's Keep. Locke convertedly tries to kidnap Bran, but what Bran does is he enters Hodor's mind and turns Hodor into the Terminator, and Hodor goes after Locke, grabs him by the throat, picks him up, and just snaps him, and Locke is dead, that bastard. Too bad Jaime Lannister didn't get his revenge on Locke. And then freed, Bran thinks to reunite with Jon Snow, but Jojen tells him that Jon will interfere with their journey and try to prevent their journey. Rost is trying to get away in another separate scene, and then all of a sudden he is attacked and killed by Ghost. Now, I can't remember who let Ghost out. I don't remember anybody doing it, but I'm sure somebody did. Sometimes Game of Thrones is hard to keep track of everything. It's bad enough that some of the names are just so weird that I have to focus on the names, and I get most of those wrong anyway. But yeah, so Rost is dead. Fucking ass. I wish Samwell Tarly would have got some kind of revenge on him as well. And then after killing Carl Tanner and being reunited with Ghost, Jon burns the keep at the suggestion of Craster's daughter's wives. And that's how everything ends. So, pretty decent episode, if you ask me. I was entertained while watching it. The end was really cool. The battle was pretty awesome at Craster's Keep. I like this episode. Interesting developments with Tommen. He's going to marry Marjorie, which we thought was going to happen, but now it's officially going to happen. And Cersei's still on track to marry Lars Tyrell, which is weird in its own mind. And then Sansa is going to have to marry Robin Arryn, which he is like the biggest wimpy little bitch in Westeros, in my opinion. So that'll be interesting. So you've heard what I have to say. I'm going to give the episode a score of 9.0 out of 10, which is a little higher than the average score of this episode. And the character, I'm going to give it to Jon Snow. I thought he was the standout character of the episode because of his fight with Carl Tanner. And I should mention that one of Craster's daughters helps Jon defeat him. And then Jon, in a vicious kill, stabs his sword right through the guy's head and out Carl Tanner's head, out his mouth. It was pretty awesome. So, again, you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn to sound off. First of all, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, make sure you smash that like button. Triple-digit likes is always the goal. We don't really get there ever, but it would be something I'd like to see happen. If you know anybody that would be interested in this video, make sure you share it with them. Again, sound off in the comment section about your thoughts on the episode. What would you score this episode? Who would be your standout character of the episode? I know sometimes that's hard to determine, but you got to pick one. And then, of course, talk to me about that, or your favorite Game of Thrones episodes, or favorite Game of Thrones characters, or any theories that you have on Game of Thrones in general. And, of course, last but certainly not least, definitely want to grow this channel, so don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.